in-season tournament.
Yeah.
More information was released this past Saturday. What do we think?
A lot of thoughts is what we think. So, NBA in-season tournament. It's the month of November is when it starts. We got group. It's heavily based off of European soccer leagues and their mid-season tournaments. I'm curious how it's going to play. I don't think, for me anyway, because I don't watch soccer, and I'm sure there's a lot of NBA fans that do, but there's some that don't. I don't really know what to expect from it. I think there's a number of factors that will determine how good it will be. I know it's kind of gotten a mixed reaction from fans since all the new details were announced. I think the main goal of this was to make regular season games matter a little bit more. Not only that, but to have more competitive games within the regular season. I think we can all agree that the NBA playoffs are a lot more fun to watch than the regular season because of how competitive those games are. We've even had NBA players, I think it was Patrick Beverley, go on record on podcasts talking about how some guys don't even care in the regular season and they don't play as hard or something along those lines. I'll have to go back and watch it later to figure out exactly what he said. But so the players on the winning team that wins the championship, the prize pool is $500,000, which for some people that might be a good incentive to really try in this tournament, but for some it may not be as well. So there's a lot of questions. I don't know whether this is going to be good or bad. I am excited for it. I'm interested in it. I think it could be very good. It just all comes down to whether the players will feel incentivized enough with this prize pool. And it's not just the championship team that gets money. The team that loses in the championship, $200,000. Players on a team that loses in the semifinals, $100,000. Players that lose in the quarterfinals, $50,000. So there's money throughout the tournament. Load management has been an issue. It all comes down to whether these teams are really the teams and players are really going to care for the NBA Cup, as they're calling it, and winning it and winning that money, or if they don't. Because if they don't, then this is just going to be a huge failure. There's going to be players sitting out. It's going to be just regular season games, just with a trophy at the end of one of the games and a couple games played in Vegas. Could it be cool? Yes, I think it could. And it depends on how incentivized the players feel and if they're motivated to really make these games feel like playoff games. Because I think that's the end goal, is the NBA wants to simulate more playoff games within the regular season. But I don't know. We'll see. I think the players have kind of a mixed reaction. The biggest thing was they didn't want games added. 82-game season. It's kind of a long season already for these guys. And again, load management is already an issue. So the games count as regular season games, so I think they found a good compromise there. But I don't know. It's just kind of going to have to be a wait-and-see kind of thing to see if it works or not. I'm excited for it. I think it could work, but I don't know if it will.
I think as a viewer as well, it's kind of like, what is it, Tuesdays and Thursdays? They're going to have those games.
Yep.
It's, Thursday, it's like, hey, let's turn on the Pacers. They got a play-in game or a mid-season tournament tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it would incentivize the viewer as well to tune into games.
Yep.
I think you're going to see viewership go up should the players take it serious and it's actual competitive games and they're fun to watch. And I'm very excited for it because it gives a playoff feel. Does it? I don't even think it lessens the value of the actual NBA championship.
I don't think so either. That was a thing. This has been discussed for a couple of years now. Rumored that the NBA has been wanting to add a mid-season tournament, and that was one of the things initially that I know I was, and a lot of other people was like a second championship for a team. But yeah, I agree. The NBA Finals is still going to be the NBA Finals. The playoffs are still going to be the playoffs. It's just trying to get more competitive games within the regular season.
By the time June rolls around, is anyone even going to really remember who won the mid-season tournament?
Probably not. People will bring it up as, it could be a good team here. They won the NBA Cup back in December, but teams will change a lot between December and the postseason with the trade deadline in February. So I think it's a fun little thing to, as you said, viewers will be incentivized to watch. Viewership will be up, at least for this first tournament, to kind of figure out what this will be. And hopefully it works, because I think it could be something very positive and possibly something that other leagues maybe look obviously not the NFL, but I don't know how it would work in the MLB. I think the MLB already has a good format as is, and their playoff races are usually pretty tight in the second half. But it could work. Like I said, I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see with this thing.
I'm excited for it. I really am. I think
I
it's
am
gonna
too.
be. I think it's gonna be pretty fun.